Welcome to the narrowboat that James built. I hope you're very well. Thanks for joining me on the boat today. On the last video, you'll have seen that I had to put in the lower walls. I've got a long list of stuff I need to crack on with. The lower walls took me a lot longer than I envisaged, which was annoying. So really, I need to set to task now, and my next job is to do the battening around all the windows to make those frames which I spoke about before. So that's the next job. There's 5 windows to do. Let's get cracking. So you'll remember a few videos back I talked about the job I need to do on lining these windows. The reason for it is, well, a few reasons. Firstly, I would like a nice sill going across the window, kind of up round like that. That's what I'd like, and it's probably going to be 35mm kind of deep, so it'd be a nice sill, and that's either going to be in strip oak or maybe even acrylic. And the other thing I would like to do is to try to disguise or cover up this horrible aluminium for a couple of reasons. Firstly, the colour's horrible, and secondly, it creates a lot of condensation. So my plan is to put battens across here, which will create something for the trim to fit to, and fit to nice and securely, and also will cover up this stuff here. All I've got to be really mindful of is where the window opens to. It only goes back as far as there anyway. I'm not going to need to take these screws out, however those will be visible because I've got the lock there. So this bottom one here is probably only actually going to stay at this level. It's just going to have a 3mm trim put on it. It's probably going to stay as that, but this one here's got a bit of a gap to fill, and obviously the 2 sides. And then I'm going to make a curved piece to go up there so it fits nice and flush. There's a few things to be mindful of. I've got a chunk of metal here sticking out, so I've got to maybe make a bit of trim allowance for that, and then I'll go round and fill in some of the spray foam insulation.
And like everything else on the boat, I literally can't do anything without first trimming some insulation. So once again, I got the scary knife and just making some small adjustments just to make sure. I don't want to take it all off because I'm using it as a buffer.
So now what I want to do is put these uprights in first, and then I'll take the horizontal ones off them. So I'm just going to measure this one out and cut it off. Again, like all these other battens, what I've been trying to do is get a good tight fit on the timber itself. This one's slightly different because I've got the insulation there that I'm going to have to deal with at the top, but I expected that. Might want to trim a tiny bit of that out because there where it's catching. Okay, that's good. To get that a nice straight edge, that's bowing slightly. And that's bowing because it's a tad to literally need a shaving off this. There we go. And now it doesn't bow. Put the nice edge on there. Not that it makes any difference. So it's just got to be flush against the window frame. Okay, so those 2 are ready to go in. Now, right, there's loads of adhesives available on the market. I'm going here for Sikaflex, just to put it against the metal. It's widely used above the waterline in boats. It's got a good waterproof sealing adhesive quality. There's not much room there for lateral movement, but as long as I get some kind of squidgy fix to it, there we go. I just want to keep it at a decent angle there, at a nice Actually, I say a right angle. If it opens a little bit, that's no bad thing. Right, let's put a couple of screws in to hold it in place. Again, I want these screws, I don't want them on that side because that's going to be the facing side. So I'm actually going to want them here because it's going to be covered by the wall. As long as that's flush against, so it's inside the wall, that's all I care about. Nice and tight against the window frame. Excellent. Job's a good one. Okay, just lining up this last one here. I always struggle drilling left-handed. Okay, good. That's nice. And then it's a case of measuring the top batten. Let's see if that fits in. Oh yeah. So that side in. That's fine. These holes are obviously good, or these screws, shall I say, are obviously going to be hidden by the trim I put on. So just to hold that up. There we go, that's good. The second window is now in. Again, had to do quite a bit of mucking around with this one here. I did put one in the bottom ones in the end, only because I realised it's too much of a gap and they're also a little bit uneven. This gap here is a lot smaller than this gap here. So you can still see with the batten on there, there's still quite a ridge there. I might put another one on, see if I can be bothered, but otherwise it's okay. But again, the most important thing is that outside ridge there is there in place, ready to take the trim. So that's good. There's just enough clearance on there. I'll make a little cutaway for that to sit in. Just enough clearance for that to go. Got through the spray foam. Oh, line it's still a bit wet. So yeah, filled in loads of the gaps. I put in some over here in this gap here, and it went on forever. Loads of it went in, so I guess there was probably a bit of a void behind there. So I'm going to buy some more spray foam tomorrow and fill up other voids and things. I'm going to fill all these bits in here, these voids here, certainly around the windows. I might as well, because that's going to be a cold area, so I'll insulate that as much as I can. But yeah, happy with how those two have come on. 3 more to go. Okay, here's the third one done. This is the galley kitchen window. I still need to put some expanding foam in that area, but this one's come out quite nice. I didn't have to do the lower one on this because there's enough height there for when I put the trim on. That's going to take it nicely and go up round there. It'll pass that nicely. I can stick the 1 or 2 mil trim on there nicely. Obviously they're still open. So yeah, happy days. That's what it looks like from the side. Start to get a bit of an idea for it now, what I've been trying to achieve. Happy that it's worked as well. Okay, and here is the 4th and penultimate one. So again, I haven't had to put a lower bar on this one. And just come up there. So yeah, that's gone in quite nice. Got to fill in with the spray foam. But again, it's left a nice gap there for the trim. So just one more to do now, which is the bathroom window. That's what it looks like before it's been battened. And now it's been battened. So all 5 windows have been done. Obviously I still need to make those bottom bits there, but I'm going to see if I can do that tomorrow in the workshop. I think they've got a bandsaw, so I'm going to see if I can do that. If not, I'll have to use my coping saw, but I'll have to get a block of wood to do that with tomorrow. I'm going to go around and spray foam insulate all these now, whilst I've got the can out. But yeah, all the windows are done. So I'm happy about that. That is another job ticked off the old list. That was fairly time consuming, but I'm glad it's done now. I've gone round, I've done the spray foam insulation, which looks absolutely horrific. I can't believe I've got to cut so much of it back once it's expanded further. I ran out halfway up a panel, but yeah, it's made the previous spray foam insulation look like the neatest job ever. My one is absolutely awful, but it's really good stuff. It goes in quite easily. It finds all the little gaps and things. So I filled in loads of gaps. Some of the voids took quite a lot. So yeah, that is pretty good, but I'm gonna have to get probably 3 or 4 more cans. I'm filling in some of the panels where there's quite a lot of void. So just give it a bit more oomph. So yeah, that'll be a job for tomorrow. Got to go shopping for that. But yeah, I'm delighted that has been ticked off the list now. And I need to start thinking about the ceiling. That's really got to go in. Well, I'm going to do a test panel tomorrow. I haven't quite done my power audit, although I'm not far off from having finished that now. And then I need to do the troughs underneath the gunnel. So there's still a hell of a lot to get on with. So join me next time. Thank you for watching. I hope this has been useful, informative for you. This is just how I've decided to line my windows. There's probably other ways of doing it. I'm sure there's hundreds of ways of doing it, but this has been pretty straightforward, so I'm happy with the outcome. Join me next time. Ceilings, gunnels, wiring, that kind of stuff. Look after yourselves. Stay safe. Bye bye.